Welcome to the Friday edition of Brownie Bites here on YouTube. I'm Darrell Ryder, coming to you from Cross Country Mortgage Campus in Berea, where the Browns wrapped up the work week as preparations for the Detroit Lions continue. Everyone on the active 53-man roster was at practice on Friday. Great news there. Game statuses for the week, though. Defensive tackle Mike Hall Jr. out for a fourth straight week. That knee not ready for game action just yet.
I think, you make all these decisions based on where the guys are. He continues to get better. I think it's been beneficial to have him practice with the football team and be out there, which is you can't do when you're on those lists. So he's doing everything in his power. He's getting better every single day.
Left on that.
Yeah, I think we're excited when Mike is back. We've seen it from him in games, and he's getting healthier and healthier every single day. He's getting better, so it'll be exciting when he is ready, and he's very, very close.
Right tackle Jack Conklin is questionable. He is still dealing with that elbow injury that has kept him out each of the last two games. Now to prepare for playing at Ford Field, the Browns moved practice indoors to the Casey Coleman Fieldhouse to get them acclimated to the indoor fun. Here's some of what head coach Kevin Stefanski had to say after practice.
I think just the league in general, I think you don't assume you're off the field on after third down. I think those days are gone. So, and Detroit certainly has been a team that goes for it quite a bit. We know that going into it, we'll call the game accordingly and be ready accordingly, but have to see how the game plays out, really. Yeah, operation by and large has been good. I've had a few different people in there in the offensive line, so that can be a challenge when you're talking about snap count and those type of things. And obviously we've played in a loud environment already this year. We're going to play in another loud environment on Sunday. I've been in that building, and I know how the noise reverberates in there. It's a great challenge for us.
The consensus from the defense this week when it comes to the Lions, stopping that potent run attack led by Montgomery and Gibbs, who are nearly averaging a combined 140 yards on the ground per game. They've got 6 touchdowns between them, stopping the dynamic duo of paramount importance.
I won't take anything away from the offensive line. No, they are getting after guys, moving guys, and they like to be aggressive, and they stick to blocks. And them doubles happen, getting guys out the way, as we saw, in the Ravens game, and the diversity they have in the backfield with 0 and 5, really makes them difficult to handle. One being a little bit more of a bruiser, but still having speed, and the other being running hard, but a majority being speed. It's going to be a physical battle, and we're not unaccustomed to those kind of matters being in the AFC North, so. Got to go in there with the helmet buckled and ready to go. It's going to be a physical affair for the 4 quarters. They said they're not going to go away from the run, so we have to be able to force them to do that. So looking forward to it being as physical as they want to, because they're stubborn, they're aggressive. Their coaches, he has that doggedness in them. So we have to play a game they don't want to play. It's huge. At the end of the day, They want to get out to their skill players, and they have them in all positions. So, they're going to want to get out quick. They don't want to have to hold on to the ball, because it's not a good play for them if they don't get it out to one of those guys who can make plays. So they're going to get it out quick as much as possible. So we have to frustrate them early. Put hands on them, get pressure on them, knock down balls, and stuff the run game as much as possible. They want to run the ball as much as possible, and we love stopping the run. And our DC is very much stuck in his ways, and wanting to be stubborn, and this is how we're going to do things. We're gonna man up on the outside, and we're going to get after guys with 4, and they want to get the ball out quick, want to get to their skill guys, want to get to the perimeter, and after that they want to go downhill on you. So I think those two ideologies will come to a head this Sunday.
Cleveland is banking on their own back, rookie Quinshon Judkins, who's averaging 5.5 yards per carry to keep things rolling on the ground.
I say we're playing a good team, a good defensive front. Those guys are aggressive. They fill gaps, they play discipline, so that's a challenge for us this weekend. We got to go out there and showcase and play together, and everybody do their job. Those runs will come. That's the mentality, especially at my position as a running back. You do have A lot of the times playing in this league, you figure out, runs will start off pretty small early on in the game, and, the defense wears down. And as long as you stay focused and, have that same mentality, follow your keys and rules, and, trust and believe in the lineman, it'll happen. For myself, I say, man, anytime I touch the ball, I'm ready to score, take it, know however many the distance is. So anytime I touch the ball, I carry it with the same mentality, one carry or 18. As a competitor for myself, I say, you strive to be the best you can be, but at the end of the day, I'm here to win. I'm here to help my team and contribute in any way I can, so that's my mindset every time I step on the field. Hey, man, just the determination, keep your feet moving. Practice with Coach Deuce, he helps us a lot with that, certain drills that we work on and, the things that he harps on. Like I said, determination and just the right mentality. I believe in our coaches. I believe in our scheme. They put us in the best positions to go out there and do our job and go out there and execute. So I believe in my offensive line as well, and those guys are going to do their job. So I'm excited to see what we do on Sunday.
The impact of this rookie class from Judkins to Harold Fannin Jr., Carson Schlesinger, and Mason Graham been pretty impossible to miss early in the season.
They've really come on quick. At least in my opinion, you don't want to rely too much on rookies making plays so early on. You can't tell someone you're too young to make plays or it's not your time yet. And you got to put them in there when the time calls, and we knew we had to allow them to get in there and step up and make plays right away because they were ready to do it, and they've shown that. It was not only what they did in the meeting room, but going right onto the field and making an immediate impact. It's really special watching them work from Quinshon to Carson to Aiden to Mace. Those guys have shown improvement. So quickly and been so thorough on their work and their details. It's really nice to see how much they've grown in this short of a time, from off season to now, and how much they'll continue to grow if they choose to follow the work as they have now. I mean, I've always been confident. It's just a matter of consistency. Not losing it when the rough time comes. You lose a game you should have won, or maybe you have a 2-game skid like we had early on. Guys, keeping the faith, remaining focused, and coming together instead of separating when the times get rough. And I haven't seen any hints of that this year.
Browns will walk through Saturday morning before hopping on buses for Detroit. Browns and Lions Sunday at 1 from Ford Field in Detroit, which, of course, you can listen to on 92.3 The Fan, 98.5 Cleveland's Classic Rock, and the University Hospitals Radio Network. That'll do it for this edition of Brownie Bites. Thanks, as always, for watching here on YouTube. Remember to subscribe to the 92.3 The Fan channel. With the Browns in Berea, I'm Daryl Ryder for Sports Radio 92.3 The Fan.